Hello everyone and thank you for watching this clip. So in this clip we're gonna be comparing the new gen consoles. It's the Xbox Series X and the new PS5. We will be looking at the launch date for each console and the prices, the exclusives, and also the specs for each one. So first we will be looking at the launch date, which is the 10th of November for the Xbox Series X and the Series S. And for the PS5 it's gonna be the 12th of November, but first it's gonna be launching only in Canada, US, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, Japan and South Korea. And on the 19th of November it will be available across the globe in the rest of the countries. So there's a slight difference there, initially 2 days between the two, or 9 days in case you're outside the first countries we've mentioned. Now that's pretty much it, so it's a slight difference. It's not that important. I mean, if you're a fan, you surely can wait a couple of more days. Now looking at the prices here, both of the consoles will have a digital and a disc version. The disc version, it's the same for the Xbox Series X and the PS5. It's gonna be $499. However, there's a slight difference when it comes to the digital version. So you will be able to get the Xbox Series X, that's the digital version without the disc, for $299, whereas the PS5 is gonna be $399. So there's $100 difference there. What's interesting here is that with the Xbox you also have a payment plan. It's $34 a month for 24 months. And you also get 2 years of Xbox Game Pass with that. More than this, you also have backwards compatibility with all versions, so across 4 platforms, across 4 generations, and in some cases you will also get upscaling to 4K and improved frame rate. So it's kind of a plus there for the Xbox. Now in the case of the PS5 you will also be able to play the games that are available for the PS4, and this is only if you have them matching. I mean, if you have a digital version and you have a disc with a game for the PS4, obviously you won't be able to play it on the digital version of the PS5. So if you have them on disc, you need to buy the disc version, which is $499. What's interesting here is that if you get a PlayStation Plus subscription for the new PS5, Sony has made a special offer that allows you to play all the PlayStation exclusive games free from the day one in which you buy the PS5. So it's kind of a balance there, but still it's a bit of a plus for the Xbox in my opinion. The trend is obvious. This is just the first step in my opinion towards fully digitalizing gaming. So I strongly believe that the next consoles will exclude completely the disc. This is just the first step within this process, and gaming will move more towards the cloud gaming in my opinion. So strictly comparing here the Xbox Series X and the PS5, the prices and the benefits you get, I think Xbox has a slight advantage here. Now, strictly speaking to the exclusives, so Microsoft has Halo Infinite, Call of the Sea, Fable, Forza Horizon, and Microsoft has also bought Bethesda, which makes Elder Scrolls and Fallout, so that's a hard move for them. And Bethesda might start doing exclusives for the Xbox only in this case, which is gonna help Microsoft of course. Now on the other hand, with the PlayStation has exclusives that have more fans and that make people turn heads, like God of War, The Last of Us series, Marvel Spider-Man, Ratchet & Clank, Uncharted, Ghost of Tsushima, Detroit Became Human. Those are great games, all of them. Gran Turismo 7 and Horizon Forbidden West, and also GTA 6 will be available on the PS5 exclusive also. So when it comes to the exclusives, I think it's safe to say that PlayStation has a big advantage here. So far it's 1-1 to the comparison. Now when it comes to the hardware, there's a lot of talk here. Both of the consoles will have an SSD installed. However, the Xbox Series X will have 1 terabyte drive, and the disc version is gonna have 500 gigs. So Sony will have 825 gigabytes for both of the versions, but both consoles can take an external SSD, so you can balance this out. Now when it comes to the speed drive, the Xbox with the velocity drive can stream data at 4.8 gigabytes per second, but the PS5 will be able to do that at 5.5 gigabytes per second, so another slight advantage for the Sony there. We can say that Sony has a slight advantage when it comes to the drive and the loading speed in this case. Now looking at the controllers, so the PS5 has the new dual sense with the haptic feedback, and Sony will allow players to physically feel feedback from like real life sensations from the game, which is really promising in this case. Now the Xbox controller will bring a cool feature here. You will be able to customize your controller, and that's always nice, but it's gonna have a similar look to its predecessors. It's not gonna be a different one. Looking at the CPU, we will see that the Xbox has an 8-core 3.8 GHz AMD Zen 2 chipset, while the PlayStation 5 has the same 8-core, but it's gonna be 3.5 GHz AMD Zen 2 processor. Now the GPU for the Xbox will be a 12 teraflops AMD RDNA 2, whereas the PlayStation will only have 10.3 teraflops AMD RDNA 2. And both will be able to display games at 8K resolutions and 120 frames per second. Now both consoles will have the same 16 GB GDDR6 of RAM memory, and both will have a 4K UHD Blu-ray. Now if you struggle between the two consoles, I totally get it. If you only want to pick one, I would say most of the people should go towards the games they like and towards the exclusives. So me, I'm a big fan of The Last of Us 2, God of War. We're gonna see Ragnarok on the PS5. We're gonna see Spider-Man as well, Miles Morales, and also a lot of other games, and that's more than enough for me. I'm gonna for surely pick the PS5, and I'm gonna be thinking if I'm gonna start my Xbox campaign as well. I haven't got any Xboxes yet, but it's really promising, this one that they have. Plus they have a lot of options. You can play backwards games, it has backwards compatibility, so that's always nice. So if you aren't decided yet, or if you are decided yet, please leave a comment down below with your decision, and also tell us why you've made it so others can better understand it. Alright everyone, well this is all. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it and that you found something interesting. Please subscribe to the channel to see other videos like this, and also like the video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.